Hello students, welcome back to Madhvi's Java programming tutorials. In this video, I'll give introduction to arrays. Let's see the contents. Introduction, definition of an array, applications of arrays, advantages and disadvantages of arrays, declaration of an array, types of arrays, parts of a one-dimensional array, accessing and finding length of one-dimensional array. Let's start. Let's suppose there is a program needs to be created which reads data of 40 students, such as names of 40 students, address of 40 students, marks in 10 subjects for all the 40 students, store their average marks, decide their grades. In such a scenario, very difficult to create number of variables. See, 40 names of students means 40 strings. Address of 40 students, 40 variables. Marks in 10 subjects for 40 students, 10 multiplied by 40, 400 variables. Average marks, 40. Grade, character type, 40. Total number of variables in this scenario is 560, which is very difficult to create and remember. Also, we need to read the values, find the average, decide the grade, print the values. How many names we can track? This is about one section only. Let's suppose there are 4 sections and 10 classes in that particular school or university. Very difficult to write the programs. So, the problem can be solved by declaring arrays. Only 5 variables in the previous scenario where names, one variable, address, one variable, marks, one variable, grade, one variable, and average, another variable. Only 5 variables we can declare. And instead of 560 read statements and 560 print statements, a couple of loops we use to read, print, find average, and find their grades. Now, definition of an array, what is it? It is a collection of variables which are known as elements. What is an array? Collection of variables which are known as elements with same data type and a single name. An array is a collection of variables which are known as elements with the same data type and with the same name. Now, whenever we declare an array, the entire array elements, memory for the elements are stored in contiguous locations, and we can access each memory location with the help of an index number. And index number starts with 0, ends at length of the array minus 1. If there are 10 elements, 0 to 9 only index. Then applications. First of all, storing and accessing data is very efficient. Searching operations can be done. Sorting, that is either ascending order or descending order, we can keep the data. Two-dimensional arrays are used in matrix programs, and arrays are used in data structures like stacks and queues, etc. Now, advantages and disadvantages. Very easy to access, memory efficient because all the variables are collectively stored. And arrays can be used with all the data types, can be primitive or non-primitive. Now, searching and sorting operations are very fast depending on the algorithm we use. Content of the array can be accessed randomly by using the index number. It is known as O1, big O notation, O1 accessibility. Very easy to understand and write programs based on arrays. Some disadvantages are also there. Fixed size. If I declare 40 students' names, even if there are 20 students, once we give the program to the user, 40 memory locations will be reserved. But larger arrays may lead to memory allocation problems because contiguous memory location, that big memory chunk should be available to reserve. And insertion and deletion will be difficult. Space may get wasted. But some of these disadvantages we can overcome using data structures like linked lists or binary trees, etc. Now comes declaration of an array. Declaration means reserving memory. Index declares only one variable of integer type. But index square brackets, the system understands it is not a simple variable, it is a collection. So array always need to be declared with square brackets. Now, index square brackets means more than one variable with the same name, that is x, same data type, that is int. This is known as array. Now, let's declare some arrays. The very first statement, string names, square brackets means collection. Names is the collective name and data type is string. But how many do we require? New operator does the task. How many strings? 30 strings. Now double average square brackets is equal to new double 20. 20 memory locations of double data type, each double 8 bytes. And average is the collective name. Char grade square brackets is equal to new char 10, 10 memory locations. See the fourth one. Int marks double square brackets. It is a two-dimensional array. First square brackets, rows. Second square brackets, columns. Now we are saying new int 30, 10. 30 rows, 10 columns in each row. That means 30 into 10, that is 300 variables. 30 multiplied by 10 is 300 variables of integer collectively stored under the name marks. Very easy to declare. Last but not least, arrays of objects can be created. Class demo, int A, int B, some definition is there. Two instance variables A and B in demo class. And if we create demo A1 object, not simple but collection square brackets is equal to new demo 4. That means we are trying to create 4 objects collectively as an array. Let's understand each part of each word of the declaration. Char grade square brackets is equal to new char 10. Char is the data type we want for all the variables. Grade is the variable name for all the variables, elements. Square brackets means collection, not one variable. New is a keyword which allocates memory for the array depending on the next words. New, after new, char is there. That is the data type to decide number of bytes. How many bytes? 2 bytes. And square brackets 10, collection of 10 memory location, each location with 2 bytes, which will declare in the memory, see the picture, grade with 10 memory locations. Let's declare some variables in the Java environment. Let's declare some variables in class demo inside the main method. Let's assume we know that int marks, we know 10 subjects. Int marks is equal to new int 10 and int marks square brackets. Otherwise, it is not known as array. New int, how many we want? 10 subjects. This is one way of declaration. As a programmer, we know 10 subjects are there, definitely. But if we don't know how many students are there, so string Let's suppose names, I just declare there is an array names. Later on, after some time, let's suppose we are declaring double, some average marks, square brackets is equal to new double, let's assume 30. And this is an array, already names array we have declared. But later on, we will ask the user how many names do you want, something like that. They said, let's suppose n is some 30. Then what we can do is use that 30 scanner class, everything you can take. Use that 30 and say names is equal to new string 30. That is n. This is also one way of declaration. So directly we can declare how many elements we know in these two cases, or we declare an array somewhere, maybe in the instance area, member variable area, instance variables, or inside the main method. If we declare inside the main method, they are local to main method. If we declare outside the main method, inside the class, they are member variables. And second thing is string names we have declared somewhere, and later on we are saying new string n. N is given by the user. This is how we declare arrays. Now, types of arrays. Two types are there, single dimension and multi-dimensional array. Single dimensional array is a collection of data with the same data type, and they are represented linearly in the memory of the computer. And it is very simple to declare an array and use the data. For example, int a square brackets is equal to new int 5, 5 memory locations, and index is available to us starting at 0 and till 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, total 5 memory locations. Then comes multi-dimensional arrays. Int b square brackets is a two-dimensional array. Arrays of arrays. If there are three dimensions, arrays of arrays of arrays. Now, these multi-dimensional arrays are declared linearly only, are reserved space linearly only, but can be visualized in the form of a matrix. Now look at int b double square brackets is equal to new int 2, 3. First subscript, that is first square brackets, tells about rows, and second subscript columns. If you see B, two rows, that is 0 and 1, two rows are there. And each row has three columns, 0, 1, 2. So B array, if we visualize as a table, it has two rows, three columns. First subscript 2 refers to rows, and the second subscript always refers to columns in each row. Then comes parts of a one-dimensional array. There are three parts. First of all, name of the array. In our examples, even, channel, gr are the names of arrays. Now, index, if there are 5, see int even is equal to new int 5. That means 5 locations. So index is 0 to 4. String channel, square brackets is equal to new string 4, 4 memory locations. So index is starting from 0, 1 less than 4, that is 3. Char grade is equal to new char 3, only 3 locations. So index is 0, 1, 2. Now, third part of the single dimensional array is the element itself, means where we store the content. See, next to even, name of the array is even, elements are stored in those areas, and index is starting from 0 and 1 less than the length of the array. We can have objects as arrays. Class student, int roll number, string name, int English, English science. 4 member variables are there. Whenever we create an object, that too as an array, student s1 square brackets is equal to new student 3. That means 3 memory locations for 3 objects. Will declare s1 0 1 2, but it does not instantiate or create memory. It creates memory only if we use another red colored statement inside the for loop. What is it? There are 3 for int I is equal to 0, I less than 3, I plus plus 0, 1, 2. S1 of I, first time S1 of 0 is equal to new student. Constructor should be called. Then only it reserves memory for the student class. See the picture. And I is 1 for the first index area also it creates, and I is 2 for the third also. We'll have a separate video to understand objects as arrays. Now, accessing and finding length. Accessing arrays can be direct or using a loop. Direct means we are using the index. For example, even of 1, square brackets are read as even of 1 means first index of even array, I want that element or the value. Channel of 3, third index of channel. GR of K, some K is 4, 5, 10, anything. This is known as direct access. This is O1, direct. Using a loop, starting at 0 and till the length minus 1 of the array, we can access all the elements. Now, finding length is like this. Let's suppose we have declared a variable, array variable, int even square brackets is equal to new int 15. How many are there? 15. So a global variable length stores along with even, that is 15 elements are there. So whenever we say even dot length, it returns 15. We can store somewhere and use for loop, whatever it may be. The second example, string channel, square brackets is equal to new string 5. That means length of channel is 5. So channel dot length returns 5. Grade 10 elements we require. So gr dot length returns 10. Now let's assume some data is stored already in even, channel and gr. So even of 2, whenever we say it goes to even array and 2 index, that is 6. Even of 0 is 2. Then channel of 1 is NTV. Channel array it goes and directly accesses index 1, contents of index 1. Then channel of 4, go to channel and fourth index contents ABC. GR of 3 is C, GR of 4 is D, and so on and so forth. Direct access. Then refer chapter 7 of Essentials of Computer Applications for further understanding and practice exercises. The next video is about initializing a one-dimensional array and storing elements in a one-dimensional array. Thank you.